how would you get me to talk? Like, I don't want to upset people. I don't want to burden people with my loss.
Sometimes we don't want to talk about our emotions with our friends or families because we don't want to upset them. I think the thing to remember is they're most probably doing exactly the same. My name's Nicola Vanlint. I'm a therapist, a counsellor, and I've been working within the mental health profession for over 20 years.
How do you think you take the anxiety away from speaking about funerals and talking about death, even if you've got a loved one that is in palliative care or nearing to end of life? How do you think you can approach it without an anxiety where you feel like you're bringing that death forward?
We're all going to be left with some sort of regret when someone passes away. However, if we can take away, or if we could potentially even sit down and think about what would I regret that I didn't do or didn't say, but maybe not talking to your loved one about it and actually seeing how they felt and letting them say that they're, potentially scared or whatever it is, you may then not feel regret for not saying that.
The feeling of grief and heartbreak is always there.
As much as people are like, talking therapy, or it's good to talk, and all those kind of myths, like a problem shared is a problem halved, it is actually true. So to not hold those in and allowing yourself to kind of experience those emotions is really, really helpful. The other thing is as well, is sometimes we can feel that we're going to be kind of flooded with the emotions and we're too scared. I offer the idea of allowing yourself some time. So put a timer on your phone and allow yourself to kind of just have whatever emotion that's coming up, whether it's for a minute or whatever. And then what you can do is, once the timer goes off, and we've got a glass of water here now, drink a glass of like ice cold water, or put your hand in ice cold water, because what it does is then it takes you out of your head and it brings you back to grounded, back in the moment. But how do you think the Farewell Guide will support and help people in the grieving process or the loss process? I think because of the fact of grief requiring us to feel our emotions and allowing ourselves to feel our emotions is how we move through grief. We never get out of it completely. With the Farewell Guide, it just allows that process to begin a lot sooner. If the person's still here with us in palliative care, having those conversations, being clear as to what that person wants, or if the person's already passed, just having somewhere that you kind of a toolbox to utilise and allow yourselves to have those conversations together about that person. Allow yourselves to come together and talk about that. And as we said earlier, or even if you're on your own, but to have that information in one place would be very, very useful.